look, it worked. It worked. So yeah, welcome, Morning Mindset. Oh, we're dealing with a computer that decided it's going to update right before this, so that's always awesome, right? I was stepping over there working on something else, and I came back and blue screen, system updating. I have auto updates turned off, so it doesn't do that, especially right before I'm going to go live. So hey, welcome, Morning Mindset, right? This is a way to start off a Friday, way to start a 3-day weekend, way to start all of that off. So hopefully everything is working well for you. So here's what we're gonna do: is I made this work here, and it has the most flattering of camera. But if everything else comes up while we're going, we'll switch over to that feed because then I have lights and all the other fun stuff. So first up, can you see me? Can you hear me? Before I just start rambling on and on for the day, let's make sure that we can do that. The other thing is your 5 things, or no, we're going to start with who you are. See, it's totally throwing me out of whack. Who you are, where you're from, what the weather is like in your area, and what's in your cup. Now, I have not been out yet, but it has been hazy. Like yesterday, Canadian wildfire smoke made it to us, and that was kind of weird to see out. Temperature-wise, I don't know, 60s or so. Can't really tell you for sure because I haven't been out. And the computer not up, it doesn't give me my little weather icon. So I don't know what it is. It's nice, maybe-ish. So we got that. As far as what's in the cup, we're almost ready to start up monster number 2 because it is one of those days. We're going to talk about how this has been a crazy week this week. So 5 things. I have not completed it yet. Going through our typical stuff. I know we've got DTF stuff to print. I know I have cut vinyl stuff to do. I have a couple last-minute rush order shirts to design for Father's Day. So we're going to get those designed and pressed. Then we've got delivery of stuff. And there's a list of stuff I'm trying to go through and prioritize right now. So I don't even have my list of 5 yet. But we're working on it. We are working on it. So let's check in and see how everybody's doing. And make sure, hey, come over to the YouTube side of things because the YouTube side of things is where it's at. And that way I can see who you are, where you are. You just said right here. Boom. Usually I have to point over here, but now on this camera, I just got to point right here. So you just got to come right here and you'll be over on our YouTube side of these things. While you're there, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and hey, make sure, hit that like button, comment, do all that stuff, join the memberships. Every little bit helps out. So any way you could do that, much appreciated. So let's check in with the comments, see how things are. We're going to hope that this rest of this setup just kind of stays this way for us until that decides to quit updating on it. So see, even try to do a little system update. Stupid blue screen indeed. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. 80 and sunny there in Central Florida. Water this morning, cup. And let's see, what are we doing? Rewiring AV equipment to organize, pressing shirt for Father's Day, 3 relaxing. That does not sound like a bad day at all. We got a busy weekend ahead, so we're going to talk about this week and how it could be, I don't know, it could be a couple $1,000 loss for the week. Maybe not for the week, but for a day for sure. I think everything is going to fall in place and things are looking good, but we had some issues. A lot, fell on me. Oh, look, Windows, getting ready. Don't turn off your computer. We'll see how long this takes. Let's talk about issues with that, what's coming up, and then we got a 3-day weekend ahead of us. Is everybody working Monday? Or are you taking Monday off? Because it is a federal holiday. So let me know what you're doing. Our UPS store said they were going to be closed, but although when I did shipping on stuff, it said UPS was going to deliver on Monday. So I know post office won't be delivering, but it does sound like FedEx is going to be delivering. At least it said stuff was going to be delivered on Monday. So I don't know. When our FedEx office said, or when our UPS office yesterday said that they were going to be closed on Monday, that's what I usually go by on my schedule. Is if our UPS is closed, then we're pretty much closed too, because I can't ship anything out. And we kind of go from there. So let me know. Are you working Monday or not working on Monday? Barb, good morning to you from north central Minnesota. It's 56, partly cloudy, headed to high of 70. Iced tea in a cup. Man, that sounds gorgeous. Barb. Darren, good morning to you, my friend. And Barb's 5 things. She's going to be invoicing. She's got quotes. She's got customer pickups. She's going to embroider a couple of denim vests and dog grooming appointment. Hey, We're going to talk about our dogs. We're going to talk about Bruno, even though we're not supposed to talk about Bruno. Talk about him from yesterday, which was, we'll get into that. We might as well just get into the story now. So yesterday, uh, I I don't know. We've noticed outside in the yard, around the house, these stupid field mice that are all over. We've seen them across the street, across the court. Talk to other neighbors. Are like, yeah, I don't know where the hell they came from, but we're dealing with them too. And so we've seen one, maybe two that are running around the house. And the other day, the cat actually caught one, so that was fun. I got to beat it with a shovel and get rid of it. But yesterday, Corey's letting Bruno out, and the blackbirds are diving down at the dog, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. We'll come to find out, two baby birds fell out of the nest, and that was pretty much the end of those baby birds. They weren't old enough to fly or anything, and they're down there. And so, of course, Corey wants to put them in a box, and that she's trying to shoo Bruno away, and she shoos Bruno away, and then she notices that he has something in his mouth, and she's trying to figure out what it is, because here's those two birds. Come to find out, he found a bunny nest, and decided to, I guess, maybe eat a bunny or seven. I don't know. And so now she's trying to barricade that, and the dogs know where the nests are, so they're trying to get it. So we've just got rather romper room of farmyard, whatever stuff around our house. I'm like, listen, bunny's done, bird's done. That's just that's just the nature of this, right? So to try and get, a bulldog to say, you're not going to eat bunnies or chase them around, like, yeah, take him outside on a leash. That's real smart. So he's doing he's doing fun with that. Corey will see how her pin worked. The bunnies were safe. Birds did not make it. But that was yesterday, and it was just a nonstop show. That's for sure. I will tell you that. FU Facebook user. I don't know who you are. That's why I say go to the StreamYard or go to the YouTube channel, because this is what you get. I don't know who you are, so you either got to tell me before who you are with every comment so I can acknowledge you. Otherwise, FU. You're the FU. Uh, and Renee says, morning from great and cool 54 Chicago. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. We had, actually, yesterday we had the smoke from and I asked Renee if she had seen anything, or how it was affecting them. Because I got a notice on our phone for air quality, and I just thought it was a pollen thing, because you get those, and then I read more into it, and it said the smoke from the Canadian fires. I'm like, really? To us? And then I actually ran to UPS yesterday, because right now, like in the works of stuff, there is a birthday order of koozies that came in yesterday that needed to go out. There was the first round of stuff for the musical. Their stuff is getting picked up today, and then we have a baseball tournament that starts this weekend, or that's this weekend. So Corey continued to do that while I went and dropped stuff off, and it was like outside, like crazy when like crazy hazy, and that it looked pretty wacky. But I asked, hey, how was that? FU, good morning from Memphis and Muggy. Coffee is in the cup. I don't see that. Yes, and I could hear you and see you, so that's why I didn't go that far with it. From Central Arkansas, stormy today. What's always in the cup? Diet Dr. Pepper. Hey, you stick with it, right? You stick with what works. Let's see. We go back here, and now I hit something and went like way crazy on me on it. Adjust the camera. What's going on with the camera? What do you see, Chuck? What do I not see? Everything looks good on my ends. Good morning, Kelly. Long time. Yeah, it's been a while, has it, Kelly? I don't know. I don't remember talking to you earlier this week. Ryan, what's up? List of 5 for me. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm going through stuff. We've got orders, quotes, and invoices. I've already set quotes. I've already sent invoices. I got to go back through invoicing. Because there's there's a couple thousand invoices that need to get paid, so I'll send out reminders again to that, and that's more on our corporate clients and things like that, where they do have some terms, but I'm not a bank, right? Grab a credit card and put it on it. I'm not your bank, because I'm gonna start. I need to look at that to see what we can do to start assessing fees for that if that gets a little out of hand for it. Moving slow today. Got the stupid blue screen and resting. My leg hurts. Yeah, that was me this morning. So maybe Windows just decided across the board, hey, we're going to update, right? We know you guys are going to probably want to stream some stuff today, so we're just going to go ahead and update. And that's exactly what happened, where it was just like, oh, thanks. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Windows. I was none too happy about that. The other thing we ran into, was that yesterday? So or was that Wednesday? Corey's laptop decided to quit working. It needed a Windows update for whatever reason. Windows crashed out, and it needed to be updated and reinstalled. So we got a computer repair shop that we do some work with. So she took that up there, and then she just decided, hey, we're going to take everything up there. One of the MacBooks just quit working, and what it was is Krista updated it, and the system cannot handle the new update, so that's what it was doing, some wonky stuff. So he had to, what is that when you go downgrade back to that revert? You had to revert to an older version, but he has to go through and build stuff, so he's gonna have that for a while. We got a port replaced in two iPads and an iPhone. So it was a busy day for him, thanks to us. We got the sub printer finally officially died. So that one officially died. That was 4 years. 4 years that one did. So we had to go get we went ahead. We went through. I knew when that died. Here was my options. I was like, okay, F170. Am I just going to switch over to get that? But I knew that we were going to do bigger things. So then that gave me two options. Is we were either going to go with the 570 or the EcoTank 15,000. Now I had a debacle last time we tried to buy one of those, and so I wasn't too sure about that. But it went back and forth, because if I go the 570, I want to make sure that we're actually start, subbing more, because that is a larger investment. So after everything was said and done, I said, let's just go get the EcoTank. Got that hooked up. Colors on it came out beautiful. Getting everything rocking and rolling for that, because I don't know if Corey got the cups done. I think she did get the cups done. So quick, easy setup on that using the sub ink, and we'll see how that goes. But that was that. So that was $700. That was just gone. Okay, whatever. Cost of doing business, right? That's the thing is, I don't know who says, that, hey, running a business is easy, and you just gotta open your doors and customers will come flooding in, and there's never no problems, never no issues. And I don't know about you, but that fairy tale is a lie. Open a business, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I don't know who they are, but they need kicked in the junk, because while yes, there are plenty of great times, there are bad times too. And some people just don't ever want to talk about those. And I don't get that. Like, I want to be real with everybody. Like, hey, here's the issues that you're having. Here's the things that happen. And I think we do a pretty good day of that. And Sherry, right? Sherry, right? Yeah, Sherry. Working on Monday. All right, you're working on Monday. Barb, she's taking a 3-day weekend because she can. Right? Wait, it's a 3-day weekend? Yeah. Monday is Juneteenth, so federal holiday. And then you have a week, and then the following after that, we have 4th of July, which falls on a Tuesday. And I've talked to a lot of people that are closing on that Monday, and they're taking a 4-day weekend that one. So yeah, 3-day weekend this weekend, so no mail. We got a busy weekend lined up. I'll get through comments, and we'll tell me about your weekend. What do you have going on? And then we'll see how we'll tell you what we got going on. And it's stormy in Arkansas. I literally said Arkansas. Awesome. Diet Dr. Pepper at work. Tennessee homemade wine, if not at work. Some Tennessee homemade wine. I mean, I didn't even have my sunglasses on. I just noticed that. Tennessee homemade wine. That doesn't sound too bad. T-Town, 63 in Toledo. Had a good storm come through our town last night. A couple tornadoes touched down in my area. Woo! Well, glad to hear that you're safe. But man, that is some scary stuff. We had those, we had that storm, not too long ago, where it was the tornado touchdown, and we did get a little damage here. But last night, we ended up, it was probably 7, 8 o'clock. We were sitting out on the patio up front, and the next thing, a neighbor came over, and then another neighbor came over, and I don't think they left until 9:30, quarter to 10. The kids wanted to go on a golf cart ride, and that's the joys of not having school is, sure, let's go on a golf cart ride. So rode around the neighborhood, and it was windy. It was definitely a little windy out last night. So I don't think anything major happened, but it was good. Darren says, I'm on duty Sunday, so I'll be on duty from midnight to 7 Monday. Then I'll come home and start working on the business stuff. Okay, so that's what Darren's going to do on Monday. And yeah, the wine does sound good. I'm down with that. Carnage indeed. At Barba, I tell everyone that will listen, if you haven't tried Tennessee homemade wines out of Gatlinburg, you're missing out. I believe that Corey brought some wine back from Gatlinburg when she was there. I'm pretty sure she did. I mean, I can't be 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that she did when we were there. Oh, comments just jumped around crazy. Right? T-Town is here. Yeah, so this is where Kelly's been. She's trying to make excuses now, but she's been swamped with orders, and our grand opening is tomorrow, so it's been very hectic. Had to get in this week. I missed my morning mindset. Well, thanks. We love when you're here for it. So we're looking forward to hearing all about your grand opening. So, let us know how that works. We'll be off on Monday, but check in Wednesday. We want to hear how that went for you. We've had mixed results on grand openings. Like some were great and others were complete busts. And I think it just depended on the time and things like that. But hey, you don't never know until you do it, right? You never know. Yep, I think it's that time of season for Windows Update, and mine automatically did it last night. Yeah, and I have auto updates turned off on mine, and it legit. I was over on the other terminal setting stuff up for artwork to be processed, and I came back and I seen Windows updating. Like, no, like this is why I have it turned off, because I don't want it to do it. Because my fear is, even if I have it set to do in the middle of the night, it's not going to do it. So I'm just going to turn it off, and I will dictate when you're going to do updates. And right now, it's still blue screening around, and deciding what it's going to do, and it's doing that, clearing for whatever cleaning, whatever. We'll see if it comes up. Great. If not, oh well, we'll try again later. So Kelly's 5 things. She's got the final touches for the grand opening. She's got t-shirts, 3 race car decals, team shirts, 4 engraving, 5 pick up Melissa at Caesar at the airport. Ooh, Melissa from Caesar. Do I know Melissa from Caesar? I don't think I know Melissa from Caesar. Do I? I don't think I know Melissa. Maybe. No. I don't think so. But that's awesome. You have somebody from Caesar coming for the grand opening. That is super cool. He's on YouTube as well. He can read the comments, but doesn't tell him who sent them always. Yep, and that's the thing is, when you're on Facebook, it doesn't always tell you. It doesn't tell me F you like this. At least when you're on Facebook, like see if we go here to, if I go to the next one, Renee. See, like Renee's right there. Renee's right there, and she's a subscriber. That's what that little thing is right there. So make sure, or she's a member. So join the member. They need to stick a sock in it. Yes, they do. Yeah, and that was my thing, Chuck, is that the 570 is beautiful for larger items, but we don't do a ton of larger items. Now, we've had the discussion of, do we get into more of that? Because we did most, like the biggest thing we did were garden flags, 13 by 19, so it worked fine for that. Anything bigger than that, we had access to, wide format 44 inches. And that would be like for an all over shirt. It's not something that I'm going to go ahead and get. I'm watching this to see what it's going to do. It's not something that I'm going to go out and get into. So it was like, oh, what do I really need this for? And went back and forth on it. And I said, if we were to set up for full shop and do that and go calendar press and get all this and go all in on sublimation, sure, I would get that. But I think that 13 by 19 is going to work. It's going to work pretty well for us. Yep, machines go down, printers have issues, computers get wacky, and sometimes order blanks don't come in on time. Hopefully that stress level doesn't get too high. Just have to fix and move forward. Yeah, you have to have a backup plan. Like, I ordered some stuff to come in, and it was supposed to be here yesterday. That was the thing, is I paid extra to make sure it was here yesterday so we could finish orders so they could go out today. And it didn't come. So I ended up doing a lot of the stuff myself yesterday, because I was like, by the not knowing when stuff's going to deliver it. These pickups were going to happen early afternoon today. And if it got delivered in the morning, great. But if it got delivered when it says it's going to be here by 7, that does me no good. So it was a waste of money to order this stuff, because I'm not going to use it now. And so a waste of money that way. Then it was a waste of time to order that. And then on my end, I had to take the time to do it. So, when shipping things happen, when stuff doesn't go out on time, so I'll be reaching out and be like, hey, why did we have an issue with this? What's going on? It's just for future reference. If this is going to happen, let us know. Because I would have just canceled that order. So, yeah, good times with that. But we'll get everything out, because that's what we do. Let's see. I need. What do I need? I think I need that. That'll get me into there. We'll see how that plays up. But yeah, I had twice this week, the DTF printer decided to get funky on me and not print as it should. And twice this week, I thought, yeah, something happened to the heads again. So, and it was total user error, not machine error. It was me not paying attention. And so I thought, the first time I thought I saved it pretty well. But the second time, I don't know. And I think we're good. But if not, it could be, $1,500 mistake, it could be a $3,000 mistake. And that's just sucks. And it sucks to say out loud. And it sucks to see the account if it goes down that way. And it sucks to know that if I have to order it, it's going to be a couple days because of the holiday. So I might have to drive and pick stuff up. And it just sucks all the way around, especially when it's my fault. We're not paying attention because I was too busy. I was too busy trying to do too much at one time. And when you try and rush things or do too much at one time, what happens? Mistakes are made. And so you just have to, like literally after I got stuff there and it looked better and then it didn't print anything, I'm not going to lie, maybe started to cry a little. And then I just reset everything and it came back up and I was like, oh, because I'm like, there's stuff that needs to get done. So it really, it really made me kind of, it kind of made me like second guess again, like why am I doing this, why you put this stress on me, like I'm gonna go work for somebody else. And then I realized, like it's not that bad. You're gonna have those ups and those downs and failures are gonna happen, but we'll keep moving forward and we'll work through it just like we always do, and it's not that big of a deal. But to have me stress out over that, that was just not fun. That was just not fun at all. I'm just not down with that. GBK, all the way from Sweden, this weekend. You're left unattended. Ooh, what are you going to do? She's away at competition training. She's the instructor. So, where'd to go? So now anything can happen. Have a great weekend, everyone. That sounds awesome. Jerry, hello to you. And let's see. Hold on. Let me look at this. There, we'll see if that pops up because I got to see what's going on over there. Is that's trying to make some stuff work over there. Chuck says he works on Monday, but 3 weeks I'm on vacation. Chuck, are you doing anything fun for your vacation? Corey leaves Thursday for. Let's start today. Today there's still GPX going on out in Indy, so if you're there, go check that out. If you're there, let me know how it is. And Corey leaves next Thursday for Dallas for TumblerCon, which means I need to make sure that I'm pretty sure I've got a good lead, a good tab on where all of the shipping supplies are. So crossing our fingers, everything will be good with that. So, we'll have fun because Mr. Mom will be back in effect in the summertime. So that means that I got to make sure that these kids get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, make sure they're getting, bathed and clothed and not trying to, start too much trouble outside. So it just might be like, listen, Dad's got to work. You got to stay in the house today. Like, stay in your rooms in a bubble because I can't afford to just stop and come and clean up knees and things like that because I just can't. So look forward to a fun and exciting Mr. Mom updates next week. Oh, Jerry's got an opinion poll. Which wears longer, DTF or screen printing on a 50-50 blend? They're going to be about the same. I think a lot depends on the transfer on both of them. Now, we've had transfers that lasted 50 washes for both DTF and screen printing. It just really depends on how people are washing stuff too. Are they doing as we are recommending? You're washing it inside out, on cold, and you're hanging to dry. No, they're throwing it all in there and they're just drying the hell out of it. So it really depends. I look at it as a lot of materials that we use or a lot of shirts is 50 washes. That means they're wearing it once a week, right? And are they really washing stuff or wearing stuff once a week? You might run them into work shirts, but if they're doing that, they're wearing one every day, and every 6 months they're getting new shirts because they're ruining them there. So most times, both transfers are going to outlast the garment. But that's what we got there. Let's see, Jeff. Morning to you. Diet Coke 60 there in Northern Kentucky. 5 things: packing, printing. Printing is about it today as of right now. Printing day. Get the stuff done. That's what we're doing. As we know that there's still people that We just had somebody like, hey, can I get rush options to get stuff delivered next day? And I said, well, what are your options? I said, you got Saturday delivery, which Saturday delivery is going to be more, or next week. And they're like, Saturday. Okay, so now they're rushing today. They're rushing to get that stuff out there tomorrow, and we'll be able to. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But we've got that. Yep, just keep swimming. That's all we got to do. When I rush, my emotions are raw. I force myself to take a mini break and walk. That helps. I had some great advice, Jerry, because sometimes that's just what I need to do, and it always seems to get piled on too. Like when something is you're already trying to figure out one problem, somebody brings you another problem. It's like, hey, do you know where this is? Or hey, do you know what? Like, listen, I'm already dealing with one problem. Let me get through that one before you start laying more on me, because I'm already stressed out, and now I'm thinking now instead of this problem that's in front of me, the next problem I have to do. And I'm not Darren. I'm not a firefighter. I am not good at putting out, fires. I like, let me work on this fire, and then I can go to the next one and the next one. And it gets very frustrating when things like that happen. So I'm not the best. I'm not the best about it. I'm also wondering about direct screen printing. It's for a crane company. You're going to run into about the same with all of them. Like the most good transfers or good screen printing will outlast a shirt. And a lot of those on something like that, they're going to get new shirts every 6 months usually. They're getting stuff in the spring and they're getting stuff in the fall. They just go through them. They especially on that. They get dirty, they get oily, they get stained up, and so they're just going through them. So. Um, it's something that it depends on the artwork too. It has a bunch of fine lines. It's just going to crack. I don't think there's anything that's going to be perfect with it, because the way that people wear that type of stuff, there's just not a lot there. But for the most part, I think you're going to be fine with any of it, because it just is. Look, this is still trying to do stuff over here, and it's just really just now it's just irritating me, because it's like I see you trying to do stuff over here. Why can't you just come back up, and then we can spend the last whatever. We won't even turn it on today. We're done with that. We've established the fact that we're not going to get on there. We're not going to have fancy lights, because we're making it work through this. But this weekend, this is a busy weekend for us. So tomorrow, 10 a.m., Delaney has her dance recital, actually, or dance competition, and that goes from like 10 to like 5. But 11 is her solo, so we're making it over for that. My nephew's graduation party is tomorrow at 4, so we got to make it to that. And the most importantly is tomorrow is Hattie's 9th birthday. Now, I don't know where 9 years went for anybody else, but 9 years, that's crazy. So right? Yeah, she'll turn 9. She'll turn 9 tomorrow. So to think about that, we got her day, Randy there, and then Sunday is Father's Day. So if you are a father, happy Father's Day to you. If you're a mom who plays both sides of it, happy Father's Day to you. Because that's I wish my mom a Father's Day, happy Father's Day every year, because hey, that's what she was. She was both of them. So I got to go pick up my steaks today. The tomahawk steaks. It's become probably, I don't know, the last 5 or 6 year tradition. And it might be longer than that now that I think about it. Probably 7, 8 year tradition of Father's Day steak tomahawk. So we're going to do that up on Sunday. And that's pretty much all I got planned. I'm sure that they'll find a bunch of stuff for me to do, because that's what happens. And I think there's only been like one Father's Day where I'm just like, I'm not doing anything except just watching movies or something. It's always been there. So I might go to the ski show, maybe hit up a ball game, but steak for sure, drinks. We'll have a downtime, and maybe I'll have to take pictures and videos, because I will for that. But yeah, that's we got going on there, and then Monday is Juneteenth, so it's a holiday. We might work for a little bit, but I think for the most part, we're not going to work. It's going to be a short week anyway, just with Corey out of the office. So that's why I think we might work to try and get some stuff done and stay caught up on things, because at the end of the week, I try and schedule it so later in the week where it's it slows down for us. So that way we don't have as much. Like today, there's stuff that comes in, but for the most part, it's really only rush orders that we're going to get done and get out today. Rush orders, VIP memberships, those ones are what's going to get in there and go out. The other stuff that just came in, that's why we have 3 to 5 day turnaround time on it. It probably won't go out until Tuesday. It might work a little, but I'm not going to stress over things like that because it's just not worth it for me to do because I don't want to stress over stuff, and hopefully you don't either. So thanks. They wear them till the shirt rips. Yeah, and that's the thing. So you'll be fine with that. And happy Dad's Day to all you caring fathers. Yes, and hit that like button. Jerry is on fire with that. Hit the like button. Do all that. Um, let's see. What else do we have? I'm trying to think. We had some other stuff we were going to talk about, but this one just kind of threw me for a loop today. Getting that, making sure everything's back up and running. So that's my goal today. Um, I think Corey finished up the koozie. Did she finish up? Happened. It all there. It all went away. Not sure what happened there. Kind of got a little wonky. So we've got stuff there. We've got stuff for Cubs. Man, we've just got a good amount of stuff to do. And I got to pick Steaks up at 10. So Steaks got to get picked up at 10, which is in an hour. So I got to get everything set up so that way I can go. I think I'm going to have Corey pick that up. Also need to go Wensco to pick up supplies and then do a drop off. So trying to do a loop of everything and then come back and get the stuff out. So that's what we got today. I'm not sure what you guys, you got your 5 things, you got all that. We might do a live on Monday. I don't think so for sure on Wednesday, but maybe Monday. We'll see how it is. We'll see holiday morning, how I'm feeling. If I'm working, then great, we'll be in here. Otherwise, we will see you guys on Monday. Yeah. Or we'll see. See, I was just about to do it again. I was gonna say, oh, there it is. This is an example. Whatever. See, just trying to get all this stuff set up and trying to do it from here isn't the easiest, but whatever. We'll make it all work. But we'll get next week. What we'll talk about. I got the 1500. By then I should have a grass, but super easy to mess with ink on that. Like way better than when I had to mess with ink on this one. So so far so good. Colors look amazing on it. Everything's coming out great on it. So we can talk about that. There might be a Tuesday with Todd. I'm not gonna lie and say that there will be, but there might be. But definitely Wednesday we'll be back with Morning Mindset. So until then, you guys have an amazing weekend. Be safe if you are going to be out there for the holiday. Otherwise, we will see you Wednesday. Peace, love, press on.